are live and diving right into this one. Mild technical difficulties on the server side lead to us getting in just at the end of Pistol. And the newest acquisition, Hats for Renegades, is going to be getting the defuse, winning the 1v1. Gumpton grabbed the nice 4K, but unfortunately we did miss the majority of that round. But regardless, we're back. It's another season of ESEA MDL action. My name is Graham Cass, joined by Peronius with you and me on production here for Capping TV. Peronius, welcome.
It's great to be here, Graham. It's been a while, and it's great to be back here. Looks like a interesting start to the season here. It's going to be good to see how these teams face off, and of course, I know everyone tuning in very excited to see Hats' debut here in this lineup. And well, we'll see how Bazaar hold up against this Renegade lineup. Bazaar, of course, recently having been announced they will be parting ways with their org, so you'll forgive me if once or twice during this cast I refer to them as Bazant instead. And it's a bit of a pause here by the looks of it, but we'll be getting underway very shortly. And we're seeing heavy investment here from Bazaar coming into the second round. They're picking up a lot of weaponry. They're really forcing it. And we'll see how Renegades handle this as the rollout begins.
We are going to see Hats playing up in that apps position. That's his Falc areas, seems to be his new home. We'll see where the hit comes through. Bazaar putting some pressure up towards Banana right now. Malta, though, spraying through. Here's a tag. The Molly's doing a lot of work as well, but a big 1D. And good follow-up. Takes Malta down. Inns is going to get a kill with the HE onto Affinity, but B has fallen. Dexter trying to come around. Is going to find a nice headshot there with the MP9. Taken out by Gumpton, though. And now it is a 2-on-3 retake attempt to come through here. Hats and Sicko. What do they have in them? And HE goes deep, but not able to land it. Not able to find the kill. It's going to be difficult here, Peronius.
Yeah, it's going to be rough pushing into these AKs with just that SMG there. Of course, Hats does have the rifle, though. Could be an opportunity here, but they're playing with the smoke. They're playing against the clock here as well. They don't have the defuse kits, so they are going to back away. Yeah, going to give this one up. Try and save that gun. Ooh, will he get away?
Health is so low on a couple of these players. Hats, if he managed to stick in, might have been able to find one, but he is just going to nestle back safely in the back of this B bomb site. And a couple really nice 1Ds to open things up.
Yeah.
I guess it was 1-1 and a good old 2-tap off the Deeg.
Yeah, just really pushed up in that smoke there. They had no idea he was there. And as it clears, he just comes out with a vengeance and absolutely puts them down with that powerful pistol. Great to see there. And that will tie up the scores. Everything early game here, but the round win is going to allow Bazaar to come back in with yet more AKs. Once again, Renegades still trying to just build up their economy in these early rounds. CT economy, of course, takes a bit to get rolling there. As long as they can keep making the rounds expensive, though, they have a chance to really slow the early momentum that Bazaar is looking to push with.
Malta's holding this corner with the Deeg over towards the B bomb site. That appears to be a peek that might come in. Spots out a couple shoulders, tapping around with the Deeg. Not able to find these kills, so it's going to be tagged up a little bit. It's going to be tough. It's a nice tag through the smoke.
And it looks like they will be backing away from that one. Maybe. No, they backed away and came back through, trying to bait it out.
The thing is making this much noise towards Banana opens things up, tries to force some rotates around. And the problem is looking at the weaponry over on Renegades, you have Sicko holding towards Boiler with a scout right now. He's just posted on that angle from Porch, is going to be full whited off that. And now he's got Hats and Pit to support him. But really, it's two players that they've isolated. The rotate, you can see, is already deep in CT. He's going to start to come back around, but that's going to be too little, too late, as this hit should be coming in any second now. Well, they're giving time for this to come back. Actually, they've managed to fake it even further. Dexter starts to go back towards B. So that's not the right call. Scout there. Sicko misses the shot. Not quite able to find it. Gets a decent tag through. But the strike comes in from behind, and everyone starts to fall. It's just Jabbo alone, and he's going to be taken out. Dexter came right around back to library in the nick of time, and the backstab from Pit on Hats came in way too effectively, completely shutting down Bazaar Gaming.
Yeah, Renegades just absolutely collapsed there. I think Renegades pulled that one off. Bizarre, rather, really not sure what hit them there. And that's going to be exactly what they need to stop the early game momentum. Now, we've got a pistol round coming out from Bizarre. Renegades are able to finally get their guns online. And with this pistol round, they should be able to solidify this lead, get their economy into a nice stable position. But Bizarre are going to have to start really fighting for these rounds.
Jabo is the only one for Bizarre with a weapon. It's the D. He's got the Kevlar behind it, but Inns has started to push deep down. They have deep banana control. And there's really nothing doing there. And a swing from top mid. Sicko with the AK finding a nice kill there. Takes out the armored player. This should just be a matter of finding these unarmored Glocks.
Yeah, Gumption
come
just
eventually.
steps out in front of Hatz's field of view there. Doesn't even see him and gets gunned down. Now it's just going to be cleanup here. Affinity, one man against the world, is going to get taken out by that SMG, so a bit more money in the bank to boot. And
Yeah, 3 SMG
really
kills there.
begins. That's
really all you can ask for. And that money is starting to be built up. Renegade's looking pretty comfy, but you see it now. Bizarre, 4 AKs and a Krieg. Krieg got nerfed a little bit with that money, but it has not vanished. Of course, it is still incredibly effective. We'll see what Vads will be able to do with it. See if Bizarre can find any kills and potentially find their way back to their winning ways and get back on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a bit of an offensive push coming down Banana now as Malta pushing forwards. Oh, they are going to back off here, actually. Inns there as well. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. There it is. That's the bomb down as well.
Malta!
Malta!
No, you can't do that. You can't just get 2 through a smoke, Malta. Come on, man.
Bomb will be recovered, but for how long you have to wonder. Jabo in a bit of trouble there. Is still peeking the corner. Don't you know that smoke is nothing to Malta? Have you not been shown this already? He will.
He's gonna maintain that control though. As you can see, these players from Bizarre starting to move back towards the A bomb site. 3 players for Renegades. Feels weird still calling them Renegades are there, and Sicko finds the first one. Flashes himself back around, sees nobody.
Ooh.
Kill bottom banana as well. This Boiler player might catch Dexter, and indeed Affinity does. And that starts to open things up. There is still Sicko over in the cubby. Hat swings though, finds Affinity. Leaves Jabo alone, 1v3. And Sicko in the back door, coming around from the arch side. Takes him down. That puts round number 4 on the board for Renegades. But Malta, again, spraying 2 people down through a smoke in Banana is just incredibly bizarre. That shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be able to get 2 there. And Bizarre gonna be a little bit upset.
Well, one of them was really low. So one of them was really low. That you can sort of see. Yeah, through the snow, he's super low. All you need is a lucky shot anywhere on him. But the second one was really impressive. And oh, there goes Jabo down. Nice and early bomb. Now down in Banana. There goes Gumption as well. Sicko just locking this one down. Now the molly is going to force people back a little bit, but not enough to be able to secure that bomb.
That's one of the problems with pistols is you're up against someone like Sicko on an op, and that's a sick flick.
Ooh.
Nice and quick. Finds another one. Last player runs right by him. He dips into the smoke. Sicko can't get away. Affinity will get the kill, but still, another round for Renegades and no painful money loss as they do manage to recover the AWP, so it doesn't force a rebuy. Only one player had to buy. And that is another round on the board.
Absolutely, and Renegades now really starting to show their dominance here. I mean, they've got the economy, they've got the position here. Bizarre, they need to upset this somehow. And it's going to be rough without some big plays coming through. They've shown some good signs. Ooh, a lot of damage onto Malta early is a good start. They need to take out Malta and get control of Banana here.
The thing is Malta's been aggressive down Banana most rounds so far, so they're able to get him actually just spraying back through the smoke. But the fact is they started to nade early, put some damage in, and that was a key adaptation. You can see how much that's opened things up as Hats and his Inns tried to equalize things. Both of them got taken out, and now it's 2 versus 5. Jabo's in pit. We'll see if he can find anything from there. Molly is going to move him forward. He's on an island right now. Jabo could be in trouble.
Yeah, could well be, but yeah, and he is going to get taken down super quickly as soon as the smoke starts to clear. But the B side is completely open. Bizarre, they don't know this. They're moving forward very slowly. This is giving an opportunity for the remaining members of Renegades to rotate around before the position is really locked down.
2v4 though, we've seen many a time 2v4s go the way of the CTs. So we'll see. Dexter comes through the smoke, finds one. There's a player pinched there, not able to hit the next shot, and that does leave Sicko alone with the AWP. He's going to turn his tail, try and get some exits, but in the end, his goal is to save. And that's going to be Bizarre putting a second one on the board in relatively nice fashion. And again, that early pick by Malta was, or on Malta, I should say, was so crucial. And a really nice adaptation to throw that nade in top banana, put some early damage when he's perpetually swung. And now we'll see if it conditions him to fall back at all.
Yeah, this is definitely the win that they needed to try and get themselves back into this game. This gives them an opportunity here. They've done a lot of damage. They've managed to get through it with quite a few guns still intact. So it's going to mean that they're in a fighting position for this following round as well. This is what they'll need to really get this one underway. So once again, a lot of investment coming through from both sides. This is going to be a big opportunity here. If they can, if Bizarre are able to pick up another round here, that's really going to put Renegades into a tough spot because their economy starting to really feel taxed. They're not going to have a lot in the bank left. So a win this round from Bizarre will probably lead to one next round, as well as Renegades forced to eco for a bit.
I'm curious to see what Vads is going to do pulling out the AWP. I'm never personally a fan of T-side opping on Inferno. It can still be effective. My IGL philosophy was never to run it. I preferred to always have rifles. But also with the adaptation, the knowledge Renegades has that Bizarre might be bringing on up, they've shifted 2 towards apps in this round, supporting Sicko there with the AWP. It's a cute little play. I'll see if it works out for them.
Yeah, seeing the rotation starting to come through. So they look to commit towards A. Gumption just holding up in banana, ready to catch anyone as they try and rotate through there. Ooh, is he going to get the drop on ins?
It's going to be tight. This duel is going to be so pivotal. Swing comes through with ins. He gets them both lined up. Malta's flash was phenomenal, and that swings around. Yeah, Jabbo finds Sicko. It's okay. Hats gets the trade right back. Leaves Affinity alone. 1 versus 4. AK in hand. This is not going to be easy to do. Might be able to isolate the 1v1, but instead it's going to be Dexter picking him in the back. The off angle playing up in Graveyard was not expected, and Renegades continue to roll, but that huge flashbang is so pivotal there, grabbing that nice duo kill for Ins. And now, speaking of grabbing, Ins is grabbing an AWP. Double up setup coming out here for Renegades. The danger, it's against pistols, so this could get a little hairy if they're able to find some kills, because you don't want to be caught with ops trying to retake.
Ooh.
Solid early deletion by Sicko. We'll see Malta, though, swinging back. Aggressive banana. Gumpton does take a ton of damage. Dropped down to 5 HP. The HE is going to finish him off, but found the kill. Ins is there. Gets 1-deed away. And that's an absolute crushing of Ins. Shows him wrong for pulling out the AWP. Dexter is back around towards B now. We'll see how they elect to play this. Jabbo goes up above the smoke. Is he going to spot Dexter out? Dexter sees him first. Gets the kill, but is again instantly traded. These quick trades working in the favor of Bizarre. They'll be able to get this bomb down. Makes it a 2v2 retake. Op and AK versus Op and M4. Hats and Sicko trying to come back through.
Yeah, either way, at this point, you've got the bomb down. Oh, and you're up. This is a fantastic round here for Bizarre. Considering what they were playing with at the start of this round, they've pulled this one through. Oh, going down on the molly. Oh, no.
Hats.
And Hats. Oh, he's saved the round, but at the same time, considering how little Bizarre invested in that one, you got to be happy for the amount of damage you've inflicted nonetheless. Like, you may not have won the round, but it still feels like a win.
That was still a sick clutch either way. Just dropping the molly in, finding the first kill, turning around, finding the next one. Impeccably done by Hats to salvage a round that, honestly,
Yeah,
I was pretty convinced after the op shot comes through and it's a 2-on-1 for Bazaar that was round over.
great comeback there from Hats. Nothing to take away from that. And now, once again, Bazaar able to invest into this one. This is another opportunity here to break the bank of the Renegades.
Aggressive mid charge. Dexter flying straight down mid. The banana pinch is there. MTIW is actually going to find the first kill. Dexter gets, I think, naded by a teammate. So this is awkward. He goes through the smoke, though. He finds him. How does he make this work? Dexter does so much damage to Gumpton, too. This is such a weird round, but I love it with that aggressive mid push. The smoke's actually working out for Renegades there. It is the 2-on-3.
2-on-3, and it looks like they're just taking a moment to see if they're gonna bait more aggression out, maybe take an advantage and punish it. But Renegades now holding firm. They've got their map coverage. Don't want to risk anyone on a aggressive push. Affinity almost stepping out into Sicko's sightlines there, looking the wrong way. But now they know he's
Sicko
there.
misses the shoulder. He gets just not enough of the hitbox there. Not able to find that kill. But again, there's two players still nestled here. One is the AWP. It's a 2-on-2 for this take, and that's going to be a nice entry on the Hats. Sicko trying to come out around this smoke. Is he going to be caught out? Indeed, he will. That leaves Inns trying to work the magic of a round before the Hats pulled off. It's going to be a 1v2 for him this time. This is just going to be Bazaar putting on their third round. Both doubled up close to sight. One's lane, one's in sight. First shot comes through. Inns ripping the Opper's head away. Does he expect them porch side? Affinity's watching for this. Inns looking, sprays through. Affinity's got it, though. His aim is true. And Bazaar tack on round number 3.
Yeah, so 7-3 the score in favor of Renegades, but for the first time since the very opening here, Renegades forced into a bit of an eco round. This is an opportunity for Bazaar to really try and make up the gap between the two of them. That said, we've seen so much aggression coming out from Renegades, and if there's one thing that aggression can really work out in, it's these sorts of eco rounds. So we'll see what happens. Grenades coming down left, right, and center there. Inns manages to get through without taking any hits. A little bit of damage down onto the members of Bazaar, but not a huge amount yet.
I think Inns and Malta wanted to go aggressive towards Banana, but the wall of smokes that were thrown by Bazaar completely counter that. That's what those smokes are set to do. That's the design of that play, is you kind of block off the access, so you make it so they have to push through a smoke to do anything to you. And because of that, no real aggression able to come out. We'll see. It's a lot slower pace from Renegades than we've seen earlier. Flash towards mid. Dexter's there with a D. Doesn't find anything. Doesn't even see anyone, so no real information gain there either. This is pretty blind for Renegades right now. They don't have really any info as these players have fanned out so far, taking some map control for Bazaar. I reckon they're going to go back towards B. That's probably what I'd do.
Yeah, we see the rotation coming through Banana now. Molly is there to slow it down a little bit, but at the same time, Renegades don't really know for sure that it's happened yet. And with that smoke there, they're not really aware of how many players are stacking up here right in front of Malta.
Oh, Malta, though. CZ finds one, Inns has another. They need to get this trade pretty quickly. Smoke's down, trying to find it, and they will find the kill on the in. Sicko, though, he's around back. He's dropped bomb with the MP9. Vads has an op in the 1 versus 3. This is really not a fun spot for him. He does swap over to the AK. Does he expect the player coffins already?
No. And Sicko cleaning up 3 kills there with the MP9. That's going to be a lot of money in the bank there. It's really going to, as we can see, allow the investment to come through back into the members of Renegade. They're able to buy up these guns. This puts them back in the game. And unfortunately for Bazaar, they're not in a position to contest this. So we're looking at what should be another round win for Renegade, starting to really have those rounds drop away.
And we'll see what these pistols can do. Deegs are incredibly effective. We've seen time and time again them rip skulls away and steal rounds. But the 4-step round from Renegades worked to their benefit. Came through with multi-kills. Decent tags. HE doing some damage. Another nice shot there from Malta. Good snap to the guy jumping above the wall. Banana seeming to be an issue still for Bizarre. Will they find these kills, though? Vads falls. Another player swings. Malta's got another. There's a third one there. That's Affinity. He's going to fall, too.
You have to
Easy
wonder.
for Malta.
Yeah, you have to wonder why they keep going for Banana. Have they not learnt by now that Banana is Malta's turf, and if you come onto there, you're going to have a bad day? He has just been absolutely locking down this part of the map round after round. Might be time to try a push from a different angle, because so far, like, it's just been so strong, the defense here.
Well, it's just so tough because it's so crucial to take that banana control, because it allows you so many different avenues to work through the map. You have banana control, you can throw more fakes, you can leave players there.
Oof.
There's a lot you can do.
Yep.
And Sticko's going to swing. Nice shot. Chavo does get the 1D. Turns around, not able to find the next one. Shut down. But it's something that they do need to keep trying to take. It's just not working out. They need to change how they're going about it. Their smokes that they threw that past round where Renegades was on eco, I'd like to see them do that kind of take again. I think if they lay them down, it might work to their benefit. But again, the retake game from Renegades on Banana has just been so pivotal as well. Even when they lose it, they just take it right back from them. Oh, and Sicko.
The great opening shot. Takes a little bit of damage back in return, but I mean, when you're using the orb, it really is a binary game. Do I have hit points? If yes, I'm fine. Now, another one dropping there.
And here's
Yeah,
what
we
happens
just-
when you don't contest
Yeah.
Banana early if you're Bizarre. What happens is Renegades, they just make their camp in there. They start to aggress, taking the deep banana control. Then you can leave a player. Then you can start to rotate. That makes the A hits that much harder. There's no real right answer if you're not able to do anything towards Banana.
Ooh. And Gumption trying to take the duel in the fire. Is going to see Malta dropping back there, at least temporarily, but I mean, the clock is slowly ticking away. They still don't have an entrance in here. It is 5v2. Ooh, make that 4v2 as Vads picks up Sicko, but Trade is back there. Dexter cleaning it up. And, Malta, once again, showing the dominance in Banana. 10-3 the scoreline in favor of Renegades here.
See, honestly, that's a little... I don't really like what Sicko did there, which gave away his kill. He got a little antsy on it, I think, and it's also just a sign that Renegades are feeling really confident, as they should.
Yeah.
It's a case where he honestly shouldn't have started to push out on that, shouldn't have started to pull through, gets caught out. It doesn't really matter because there's just more aggression from Renegades everywhere, but I don't know. I don't think he needed to swing that with the op. Speaking of swinging, Gumpton about ready to. Flashbang comes
he's
through.
looking the wrong way.
Doesn't turn around. But he is going to catch, not going to catch Inns. I thought he had it. Dexter from the other side. He's going to get 4. And
that was a slaughter.
Yep, that was not easy to watch. It was a bit of a brutalization. Now, last round of the first half of this game, Affinity is going to be the one on the AWP this round. Krieg out on Vads. See if Affinity can make it work, make it sing. It's something that they definitely need. You can make do with an 11-4 half. 12-3. Granted, it is the comeback scoreline, but I'd definitely be a little afraid to say that.
Meaty
Gumpton,
HE down onto Gumpton. Not a great start. Ooh. Inns. Oh, Inns gets caught out.
See, that's a really nice read by Gumpton. They've gone for those like retake flashes towards Banana. Gumpton sat back, heard the pin get pulled. He was close enough to do it. Just swung and caught a player with his back completely turned. The other player in the site had the flashbang pulled, so he couldn't get the trade. Just a heads up play by Gumpton there. Now Banana is where Bizarre are set up. Problem is Dexter swings mid, he gets some information, and now you can see he's charging down. And they're going to start to feel the pressure, so they're going to start to go towards B, which means that they might get caught, but a nice shot by Affinity. Do they expect Dexter in from behind, though, is the million-dollar question. Flashbang's good, finds Affinity. He does not expect Gumpton, but Sicko still backside. Finds one, AWP in hand. Flashbang comes through, swings out. Can't find another, but he spots him out, misses the shot, pulls back through, and it is going to be Hats alone. finds the first. Bombs down in sight. Gumpton is so hurt. This is going to be tough, but Gumpton wins it out over the newest member of Renegades, and the half ends 11-4.
And that was so close. Both those players in such an uncomfortable position there, hit point wise. But what an incredible play there. Bizarre showing that they can fight it out when the going gets tough.
That was just a really nice peek coming through there at the very end. But if you are just tuning in, if you don't know what's going on here, this is ESEA MDL Season 33. I, of course, am Graham Morrison, a.k.a. Graham Cast, joined by Peronius with you and me on production here for Capping TV. The game's between Bizarre, who I guess after this game are going to be ex-Bizarre, or potentially they'll have a new org. Bizarre, I like that one. Versus Renegades, featuring their new lineup. This is the debut of Hats. So, nice to see them coming out strong with their newest member in Dexter, ripping the head off Affinity here at the beginning of the pistol. Jabbo from above, not able to hit these shots, and he could be in trouble. Wisely is going to fall back towards balcony, but A is completely open.
Yeah, we will have the rotation coming through, trying some shots through the smoke. Ooh, take some return fire there as well, but still a bit of a delay for that bomb going down. Is going to allow at least the members of Bizarre to have plenty of time to get in here. And In's going down there is going to even up the numbers game at least. Gives them time to try and work this through, get the openings,
Dexter,
and take these people down.
He's on a backstab on this one. Jabbo doesn't expect it. He gets him caught out. And it is just MTIW in sight. Finds one. Full white. Needs to try and find Dexter.
Ooh,
Dexter finds the kill. How does he pull that one off? I thought it was completely white. I didn't think he was going to have a chance in hell, but instead of Bizarre, pick up round 5.
And that's such a great thing here as well, especially as the T side, getting that early win there gives their economy a bit of a boost, means that maybe they don't drop too many rounds early on while they're trying to establish their economy, which is so important when you're at this sort of scoreline. You know, 11-5 against you, you can't afford to give up too many rounds, and so they are going to really force buy in here. This round, they need to try and take control and choke Renegades out before Renegades can get going.
This is why I hate the new economy, though. They lost pistol, they got bombed down. So what do? They buy Kevlar and 3 AKs. All right.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the way CSGO should be. That's not the way Counter-Strike on whole should be. I don't know. That's my only gripe right now with the economy is T's lose, that's fine. We'll just pull rifles on you. So to buy Bizarre, they have to focus on a little bit better weaponry with a pair of FAMASs and an M4, but they're light on utility because of it.
Ooh.
And the AK, Dexter finds the first kill with it. That leaves Gumpton alone in the site.
We do have a bit of a rotate. Vad's making his way back around to reinforce that, but at the same time, that's going to see, well, Renegades looking to maybe reposition, take it up to A instead. Yeah, and the rotation coming through there. As Sicko leaves Banana, and how long will it be until Gumpton and Vads realize that they are needed elsewhere?
And because of the rotate, Jabbo said to pull around back to Arch, just to be prepared in case of a wrap, and that leaves Affinity alone. He gets a little bit of an early spot, so Jabbo moves back into sight. But this is still such a tough one to hold down. They do well to get a couple kills, but not quite enough. This is a tough task for Gumpton and Vads. Make that just Gumpton, who is a mile away. And the 3 guns that are still up on Renegades are the 3 AKs. One of the players died with it, just got picked right back up by Sicko.
Yeah, and it looks like Gumpton's just going to save that armor. Because, yeah, up against 3 AKs with just an NP9, don't like the chances myself either. So going to save that armor, save that kit, save whatever utility can. Can't sadly recover a more valuable gun, but, you'll do what you can.
And this round is so beautifully clean for Renegades. They get everything that they could possibly want. They don't lose one of the AKs. They get the bomb down. They win the round. That's all they needed. They don't mind losing ins and hats because... they lose 6-2.
They lose
Come
an
on!
AK.
That's such a misplay. How do you not get out apps far enough, Sicko? Why? All right, there we go. There's me saying they've got everything they wanted. No, they did Bizarre a favor. They dropped an AK. Still, though, they got to be pretty happy. But, again, you can see the impact of this. They dropped the AK. Hats is on an UMP because that's the way that their money was. If he doesn't die to the bomb there, they have 5 AKs. What a time to be alive.
Absolutely. Oh, nice HE. Takes a bit of damage there onto Ins. But we'll see what Bazaar can do. They're still not playing with the full toolkits they want to be playing with, and Ins is going to get the first pick of the round here. A lot of pressure, able to come out onto B site now. Looks like the rest of the team over on A, so opportunity to take control of this bomb site if they realize that. Oh, Gumption!
All right. That's I don't know what to say about that one. They had a nice set piece to get the first kill, but they just overcommit when the smoke goes down. Now Jabbo and Vad swing out these pistols. They're doing so much damage. They win the round off of that.
Okay.
That's a round given by Renegades. There's no reason that, like, when that smoke gets dropped down by the B site CT players, there's no reason for Renegades to go through that. They don't need to do that. Instead, they both line up on the other side and get mowed down by an MP9. Player in the back can't do anything about it without shooting his teammate. Just didn't feel like doing that.
Yeah,
So
and now Bazaar have got
oof.
all those AKs.
Yeah, 4 AKs recovered on your CT side. That's just about that's about everything you could ask for.
Let's see if these Deagles can put some of them out of the game, but well, it's looking good for the comeback here for Bazaar. If they can lock this one down, maybe, just maybe, they've got a chance to bring this one back.
Jabba smartly falling off of that one. Problem is, this opens up the wrap, and I think that's exactly what's coming through here. They are starting to move in. Does Gumpton expect it? In MTNW, that's going to open things up. Dexter, though, not able to fall. Thought Gumpton was going to get it. Instead, all these kills are coming in. Renegades, the pistols, they're doing it all. They've done everything, and a spray through a smoke from Sicko leaves Affinity alone. He finds the last one onto Hats. That gives all the info in the world. B site's open. Bombs moving over. And wisely, they're leaving Ins just to sit back, wait and see if he pushes through arches or library. And I think Affinity will gift him a kill momentarily. It's just a matter of time. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't know why anyone bothers buying rifles, because obviously just buy Deagles. From every round we've seen so far, there's been so many Deagle upsets so far, and I know that that's not uncommon in the OCE scene, but oh, here we go. Oh,
That was crisp. Just put your crosshair there, wait for him to walk into it. Really heads up play, but now I think Affinity's in all kinds of trouble. Dexter
maybe.
gonna swing in. Oh, ho, ho, ho. El Digo comes out, finds the kill. 13-6. Renegades looking pretty solid with this lineup. This is, of course, the new one featuring Hats.
Yeah, absolutely, and well, 3 scouts coming through from Bazaar. A bit of an interesting buy here. It shows that they're low on money, but low on rounds they are able to give up here. So.
Flashbang. They tried to do what Renegades had done to them before, back to them on Banana. Weren't able to. But now they're flash jumping around. Did they know it? Now they will. Spray, though, not quite there with the dig. Ins with the UMP, finds a pair. Kills on the other side of the map as well. This leaves just one man. Vad's scout fires it off, misses a shot, gets the tag through on Ins. Swings out, though, doesn't expect Sicko right behind him. And now Renegades are 2 rounds away from a pretty flawless opening to their MDL season.
Yeah, it's looking really good there, and like they got a lot of kills with those SMGs as well last round, so it's going to do a lot for really keeping their economy alive here, despite the amount of players that went down. So they're going to be in a pretty good position to close this one out. And Bazaar, they're just out of gas at this point. They're stuck on pistols here, about to be heading into match point. Just need to try and do whatever damage they can. We see them
like
stacking up here in pit.
Unfortunately, I don't think, especially with the way that Renegades have been playing this where they take banana control before doing anything towards A. I don't think this is even going to be discovered, but I still like it.
Slowly seeing these players exploring through there, checking every angle. They know there's got to be a stack out there somewhere. Question is where.
And worth noting as well, this could be just the last 2 rounds of this Bizarre Gaming lineup. The lineup's gonna stay the same, but the fact is this is their last game under the Bizarre banner. They will no longer be Bizarre after this. And well, if they keep running setups like this on Ecos where they just stack and pit, I mean, maybe they will keep still be Bizarre to by some method. Look what Renegades are doing. They have cleared the entirety of the map. They've narrowed it down. They're somewhere either in the A bomb site or in pit. That's what Renegades knows. And there is the slaughterhouse. They cleared everywhere. There was about one place they could be, and they finally found them.
Oh no.
I'm amused. Even though it got absolutely nothing, I'm still amused.
I mean, points for commitment. Points for commitment. They stuck with it, and I gotta respect them for that. Now it is going to be match point. Renegades up 15-6. Last chance here for Bizarre to make an impact, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they pick up the next 9 rounds flawlessly, but somehow
I believe.
You believe?
I believe. I really don't believe, but I want to at least pretend to have optimism. And speaking of optimism, there's a bit of a reason for it with a nice kill from MTIW on the ins. Problem is Jablo does so much damage. I thought he was gonna get hats. And if that was one of my teammates, they could hear him yelling from a mile away. Instead, though, man advantage has been regained by Renegades. And I think they're just going to fake towards A. That's at least what I do. Yeah, you can see bomb starting to move its way back down banana. One player's there. It's Affinity. Finds the shot. So they are going to relay and come back off the fake. And they're walking into 2 of the last 3 players in this 3 versus 3. Hats is low enough that the MP9, even just a single tag to the body, will find that kill. And do they expect Gumpton hiding in Graveyard?
Yeah, Malta just trying to get as much information as he can, relaying that through. Oh, found him.
But it's too little too late. Let his teammate die. And I guess that wasn't well communicated by MTIW. And that, I think, is honestly going to be all that she wrote. That's going to put things away. Affinity needs to go insane with the op on this 1v2. Post plants are quite strong, especially the headshot angle and pit for Hats. Helps negate his HP disadvantage. And trying to walk back in a 1v2 with an AWP is not easy, especially since you make noise every time you scope. Spots one out, knows where they both are. This still doesn't get any easier. They play headshot angles. He's flashed up. He's now down to 13 HP, no armor. And that's going to do it. Renegades close out the game. And now Bizarre officially Bizarre anymore. They are no longer members of Bizarre Gaming. They lose the game, lose their org, and put themselves in a pretty unfortunate start to this MDL season. Tough to start the season drawing Renegades, though.
True. It's not the easiest not the easiest opening round matchup, no.
I for sure am at least gonna pay attention and see what they do. They showed some promise at times, but I mean, Renegades is Renegades. They got stomped 16-6. It's what you expect. That's what everyone hoped. And the fact is, Renegades look really good with this new lineup with Hats. So big opportunity for them to at least come out swinging, show that they are the same Renegades or even perhaps the better Renegades now. And it's a great way to start the season. But I think, Peronius, that might be all that we have today. So I have been Graham Cass. You can give me a follow on Twitter at Graham Cass, joined by Peronius at Peronius. And You and Me was our intrepid producer at You and Me. We are all here for Capping TV. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great evening. Drive safe. We'll see you next time.
awesome. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you're not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got him coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you wanted, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone would show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes all close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon.
Yeah.
You said that you wanted, so I got it for
Got
you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.